welcome back to another motherfucking episode of Pizza Bagels.
Welcome back.
Tomboi, what's up?
What's up, friend? How are
Nothing
you?
much. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah. Pretty
Anything
solid
new?
weekend.
Yeah.
You know, we had the friend's Halloween party, and
Yeah.
then we went to another Halloween party. Jess and I dressed up as Willy Wonka and an Oompa Loompa.
Nah,
which
you
is-
guys killed it.
Yeah, thank you. That was a lot of fun. And then yesterday we made a bolognese, like a
Nice.
creamy bolognese. So
Ooh.
nice little Sunday sauce day.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
I had a pretty busy weekend, which is not out of the ordinary of me.
It
it's
is out of the ordinary?
It is.
Okay.
Usually it's a one big thing, and then that's about it. Like a Saturday night or maybe a Friday night, or staying home all weekend.
Right,
you know?
right.
So Friday, you invited me out to that Halloween party.
Mm-hmm.
So
that
I
was
stopped there after-
Alex and Anna. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I went to a show before.
Oh, yeah,
Just
who'd
because I
you-
missed out on the dates of what day the show and party were, so I should
Yeah.
kill two birds. Saw Off With Their Heads.
Oh yeah.
They were at the Foundry.
I miss them every time they come through. I'm
I know.
always doing something.
That's why I just bought tickets the last time when I saw it. I was like, all right, buy it.
I'm eventually gonna make it to one of their shows.
It was good.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah, it was like the first time I really got next to a pit like in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pit started breaking up, and there were some girls standing there, and I just went around them to stand there and just be like barricade. So it wasn't not fully getting into the pit.
Yeah.
But it was a small one, so I was like, hey, it's not a big deal.
Right.
But yeah, then late night Friday, and then met up with my buddy on Saturday, and then yeah, very very late night drinking. It was like, closed the
Saturday?
bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then went back to his place. Is like, you want one more? I'm like, sure. That was like, I got home like 5:30.
Mm-hmm. One more turns into like three
Oh
or
my
four
God,
more.
yeah. And it was, I was up, but it was like, oh, dude, I have to just drive home. Like, fuck. It wasn't even like I was drunk. It was more like I have to go to bed.
Yeah, at that point you're just kind of drunk yourself sober and you're kind of just exhausted.
Yeah, I'm so
I've done
way too tired. I'm still feeling hungover. Like, not even like from the drinking. It's just like body hangover. Just too old for that shit, man.
Dude, I get it. Definitely getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, and that's when we talked about ideas. I said, well, this is a perfect idea.
Yeah.
What are we too old for?
I am super stoked for that. And so also right before we get into that,
Oh yeah. You got some updates.
yeah, so we did get some comments on YouTube. So it just goes to show you guys. So we're gonna throw these out there. If you are listening to YouTube and you want to leave a little comment, we'll read them out like this.
Yeah. You show love, we show love back.
That's fucking absolutely. So Ian. I don't know. Did we already talk about this? He had mentioned Ian, Scotland Ian.
Yeah.
He left us a comments on a few episodes. Did we already talk about him talking about the worst ending?
No, I think it
Okay.
was like about knee high.
Oh, yeah, that
dick
was-
sizes. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been leaving us some new ones. So
Nice.
on the episode
Ian.
of the worst TV show endings.
Okay. Yeah.
He said-
a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. He said, as for the worst endings, you can't get any worse than Lost. P.S.
Well, I mentioned that.
Cheers for the shout out.
There you go.
Of course, you're welcome, Ian. Then he also said the worst TV show endings are still so much better than TV shows that don't even get an ending, which I get that,
Yeah.
and are canceled after one season. That does piss me off.
Yeah, especially if it's a really good one.
Right. He said worst example ever is a show called Fast Forward. It's 21 episodes in the first season, left on a cliffhanger, and deemed too complicated for the American audience. Well, that's rude. And then it says then you're left with nothing, no ending, and it's so much worse.
I don't even remember.
Pull that up. Fast Forward. And then he said also Messiah, which I thought that was a cool show on Netflix because of the religious loonies, left with no ending. Give me a shit ending anytime. So he would rather have a shitty ending as opposed to no ending, which I totally get that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard when they decide to. What was it? I don't know. I'm pulling up a sketch comedy show called Fast Forward from the 80s. I don't think that's it.
I don't know. I'll have to text him and then ask him.
Oh, it's an Australian TV series, so maybe that is it.
Maybe. Oh, well, I mean, it's 11:30 p.m. over there, so they're either up late listening to.
Yeah, but it's from like 1989 to 1922. I think for sketch comedy, I think that's okay if you got canceled.
Yeah. It's a different thing. I'll have
Like,
to
they don't
ask
have,
him.
unless there was an ongoing like storyline to that show. I don't know. But if that is that, that's what popping up when I said.
I'll
fast
ask
forward
him.
TV show.
Yeah, he said 21 episodes in first season.
It could be.
And it said left on a cliffhanger. So I don't think sketch comedy shows have cliffhangers, so it can't be that.
Sometimes they do. If they're, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. But probably not.
Yeah. So I will message him and try to figure out what that show is.
Gotcha.
I'll do it like tomorrow because it's Monday night over there, and they are probably listening to today's episode.
Going back in time.
Yeah, they do everything in on YouTube. So
And wait, are they ahead or behind us?
They're ahead of us 5 hours, so it's about 11:30 p.m. over there.
In the future.
Yeah, in the future. Yes, yes. So let's see. He also messaged on the Japan episode.
Okay.
With Jess being on there, he says best guest ever. Loves Jess.
Yeah.
P.S. Bet you're never got brown sauce or the Branston pickle with that 10-courser. Just saying. So when we were talking about that 10-course meal that Jess splurged on, have you ever had brown sauce?
I
HP sauce.
So.
They call it HP sauce.
Maybe.
It's like a UK thing.
Okay.
It's kind of like their ketchup. It almost tastes like a ketchup and barbecue kind of mix.
Okay.
And I've seen like they dunk like their fries and shit in it. And then the Branston pickle is fucking
kind of like an Arby's sauce.
kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Not as pure barbecue, but it's
right.
a little bit
you got that
sweeter.
Yeah, because you got a little bit of that ketchup cut
Yeah.
to it, so it's got the tangy from both sides. And this Branston pickle, which is fucking delicious. We bought a jar and brought it home. Actually, I think Ian bought the jar for us before we had a chance to get our own.
Nice.
But he was making us sandwiches over there, like cheese sandwiches with the shit on there. It's so fucking good. So
cheese for dessert, right?
Yes. Yes, Ian, cheese for dessert. And then I see he left us one more.
Okay.
So actually last week's episode. Oh no, that was actually the one that appeared up today. Was it the Welcome to the Group Therapy?
Yeah, that was the one
that was just today.
Yep, that was last week's episode.
So it looks like you already listened to it. He said, big Scottish hug sent for Jess for the Beanie Baby story. What a cunt the kid was. So want to make sure we
Just
got those.
getting all the love.
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to make sure that we had that out there. Thanks, Ian, for listening.
Thanks, Ian.
Love you, and Dana, keep listening.
Yeah.
Tell your Scottish friends to start listening also.
Yeah.
Anyways, as we were saying,
Yeah.
getting too old for.
Getting too old. I can't party like that anymore. Like, I can't do a weekend bender.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably couldn't do it when I was 20, but now I definitely am, like I said, feeling it at 40. You know?
Definitely takes out of you. There's
sure.
definitely been some weekends on complete accident that both Friday and a Saturday night has gotten away from us.
Yeah.
And it's like up till like 4 this night and up until 6 this night. And it's like, we're just wrecked on Sunday, dude.
Well, even going back to Saturday night, it's Halloween weekend.
Oh, yeah,
So
very true.
we went out, watched the baseball game and kind of bullshit, and then watching the World Series, and then like after the game's over, all of a sudden this like horde of 20-something-year-olds come in.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad those days are done. Like, I went to go take a piss in the bathroom. It's like you walk by and you hear this guy like getting a number, and then like I hear him walk into the bathroom. He's like, "Fuck, I got a fake number." I'm like, "Yeah, don't miss those days."
Yeah, that's true.
The guy yelling at the bartender, "Yo, bitch, give me a shot of whiskey," because there's a song that mentions whiskey. That country song that's like, "Do another shot of whiskey," or what? I don't know what it is.
Stupid.
I've heard it on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
Too many times, but like. It's like, oh, like you have to do a shot of whiskey the moment the guy says do whiskey. Like, fuck, grow up. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal: is that like I do
you don't even know what good whiskey is. Shut
up. I do miss the camaraderie of being like that young in the bars with like your whole gang of friends.
I'm cool with that if it's my friends, but like we would hang out with way different bars. Like this is like a sports party bar. Like it wasn't like the bars we would hang out at, like like Richland or O'Donnell's or whatever. Then it's like it's fun. We know everybody in the bar. We're cool.
Right?
With not, like waiting 20 minutes for a drink.
Yeah, those were the best days.
Yeah,
but also I don't think we did any dumb shit like that though, because even they were doing the what's the Thunderstruck thing, like that was like a thing that was going on like right before COVID.
Oh, you guys were playing Thunderstruck.
No, I wasn't, but like the 20 whatever year olds were doing that at
Oh,
the
I
time.
did that in my 20s earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like that whole like
Do a drink every time they say
yeah,
thunder.
yeah,
Yeah.
just basically doing a waterfall with Thunderstruck.
Well, at least you did. I think I did it by myself.
Now that I think about it, I was just sitting at home by myself, just drinking while Thunderstruck was playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when you're talking about the show, I am definitely, when I was younger, I was like bouncing around the pit and just whatever the fuck.
No.
And I'd accidentally bump into those guys that are holding their beer. And they're like, what the fuck, bro? Because it spilled some of the beer.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
like,
we mentioned
"Oh."
that a couple episodes back.
I
when
think
we
so.
did the Too Old to Mosh.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Warped Tours and
Right.
stuff. Which, by the way, they are only doing 3 cities.
Really?
At like $100 a pop.
Yeah, I like my
I'm
sister
cool.
and I. Yeah, my sister and I were just talking about it like
Oh,
a week or
okay.
so ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not going."
Yeah. Well, I think the one in DC is the closest one, which
Yeah.
is not that far, but it's like
Still,
ain't worth it.
won't even drive to Columbus for a show. I'm definitely not driving to DC.
Yeah.
And for $100.
Yeah.
And just again,
That's just to get in.
yeah, and just being in like the giant crowds. I don't go to events like that anymore. either.
No, God, no. I remember. I always wanted to go to Riot Fest up in
Mhm.
Chicago.
I did too for a
And my
good
buddy,
while.
I have a buddy who lives in Chicago, so I'm like, I have a free place to stay.
Mm-hmm.
But it is like, especially after COVID, I saw like it's just a sea of people. I'm like, after COVID, I'm like, hell no,
No, yeah,
I don't want to do that.
everyone's ready to get the fuck out of the house,
Yeah.
and that's just not fun.
No,
Like,
yeah.
You're just stuck all the way in the back, or unless you like shove your way into these massive crowds.
Well, I mean, massive little pits all over the
Yeah,
place. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It is not worth it. Like,
No, fuck no.
I thought Woodstock would have been cool back in the day, but then watching the Woodstock documentary, I'm like, I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah. It's just I'd rather just watch people's TikToks and like, this is good enough. I saw the show
Oh yeah.
instead of trying to be all the way the fuck back. It's like an ant
Oh yeah. I saw.
at the stage.
I saw TikToks of When We Were Young Fest.
Yeah,
I somehow got
same.
on that like algorithm for
Yep,
a little bit.
same.
My buddy went to the show. Apparently, I haven't talked to him since, but it was just a sea of people, and that was just getting in line for merch.
Oh,
It was like,
yeah.
oh, it's just when we were young shirts, like $40 for a shirt. I'm like, that would
Yeah,
be.
fuck that.
I remember $20 for that shirt.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Yeah. Warped Tour was $20 a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the days. But even like, what about like, do you still fuck with like amusement parks?
I have not been to an amusement park in 20-something years. Oh no, I'm sorry. I went to one in Kentucky. Technically, it was with family vacation, and it was like a small amusement park. They had like a big roller coaster. So I went on
Mhm.
that roller coaster. I'm like, all right, that's the first one I've been on in 20-something years.
Yeah,
So,
I have not been to Cedar Point. I think in at least 10.
yeah. Everybody got when I became an adult and didn't have time to go, I might take it off work.
Right.
And then the friends who I used to go with all moved out of state. And then my friends now are too afraid to go to roller coasters. So,
They just got old and scared now.
well, the ones like the newer friends that I hang out with now, it's like
Oh, they just always
they were just like
don't
nope,
like.
yep,
Oh,
like, don't
gotcha.
roller coasters. I'm like, all right,
Yeah. Then you're like, I don't have anybody to go
I'm not
with.
going by myself to see your
Yeah.
point.
I think I kind of got caught up in that for a short while. Then eventually I just got older. I'm like, I'm not standing in line for an hour and a half to ride the Raptor, and then
Yeah.
it's over in 10 seconds, and then
Yeah,
I got to
the
do
heat.
this all day. Yeah, it's like I'm
I
not
could
gonna
probably
drink.
do it once, and then I'm good.
Yeah, but you're not gonna drink beers at Cedar Point.
No,
It's a waste. Plus, you're fucking getting thrown around. So if you fucking puke it up, it's like-
yeah. I like my brother has season pass, but he takes his kids up there.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
But they just spend a half day up there,
Mhm.
whatever, because he's stuck with his kids, so he's not doing
Right.
anything.
See, I used to love sitting front row for every roller coaster too. I was
I don't
always
think
the
I ever
front row
did
person.
front row. Oh, I never did front row until that one in Kentucky, because I was like,
Really?
all right,
Yeah, fuck it.
yeah. And I'm like, this is like a child ride.
It's
It's what Cedar Point ruined roller coasters for me with any other park. It is like a kiddie ride,
Gotcha.
just because they were like the best ones in the world.
Yeah.
Which spoiled for that, but like you go to any other amusement park, it's like,
Yeah.
alright.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
And I still get friends that will be like, yo, we're all going to Cedar Point like on Saturday. You want to go? I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that doesn't
I don't-
sound fun
I
at
don't want
all.
to spend the money. I don't want to
Yeah.
get in heat.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
waiting in lines. Oh, you're just paying to wait in lines. You're just Cedar Point is just waiting in lines. That's amusement parks.
That's every one of them.
Yeah,
Disney,
that's what I'm saying.
Disney,
That's what
same
I'm saying.
thing.
Amusement parks. That's why I corrected myself. But yeah, you're just paying to stand in line.
Yeah.
I could just go stand at the bar, but at least I'll have a beer in my hand and
Yeah.
pretend that I'm in line. I could slowly move around the bar.
Or back at like the party bars that you used to go to when you're 20, you just get a beer and go back in line and get another one.
Yeah, because by the time you finish,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remember one Halloween, I was with this girl I was dating at the time, and my cousin asked me to go down to West 6 for Halloween. I didn't want to go.
Ugh.
So I come back, and like I ended up going to the bar and like come back with like 3 beers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
She's
you
like,
have to.
Oh, babe, you got me one? I'm like, no, these are for me.
Yeah.
I ain't going back through that line.
No.
It's got 3 PBRs. I'm like, I'm good for the night.
Yep.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. I don't care if it's warm. I don't have
Yeah.
to stand in line.
Exactly.
How are you as far as like music being too loud at a bar?
So, I mean, even Saturday, it was about the point of, I asked my buddy, I was like, hey, you want to get out of here? It's kind of getting loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's getting loud. Music's getting loud. I'm sitting across from him, like, I barely can hear you. Now.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then the lights popped on. I'm like, all right, well, let's call
Doesn't
it.
mind.
Let's
It doesn't
call
matter
it.
anymore. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's getting a little loud here.
There's definitely a few bars that we used to go to all the time around here that we don't really go to anymore. I mean, the younger crowds, they're moving in, right? And all the regulars, the nighttime regulars that were there are shifting off in other places, but it's
Oh, yeah, even the bars that we used to go to was
Yeah.
still, everybody kind of bailed out of
Yep.
for one reason or another, but like,
Mm-hmm.
it is. I remember Sunday Funday at Richland
Oh yeah.
when it was, we were the crew. Like,
We were those 20-something-year-olds.
yeah, and then, then those 20-something-year-olds took over and want to play shitty dance music all night. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to be here anymore.
No, dude. That's what I'm saying. The one that we were at, we're like, we haven't been there in a minute. Let's go there and hang out.
Yeah, no.
And we sit down there, dude. The music is so fucking loud, and like it's that bullshit rap.
Or
Like,
EDM and shit.
yeah, it's just the worst fucking music. And it's
Mumble
like,
rap.
yes. And
Yeah,
we're like, cool. This
I
isn't
can
even...
mumble rap when I get fucking wasted.
It's not mumble rapping. It's talking in cursive.
Well.
Or whatever you want. But yeah, no, we've definitely hit a point where we're like, man, we don't need to go to this bar anymore.
No,
Let the young kids have it.
Yeah, I'm cool with like, it's like midnight. I'm cool. I'm call it a night.
Mm.
Nothing good happens after midnight.
That's typically true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always fought against that, but I'm like, no, that is true.
Yeah. Yeah, we now stick to like our regular spots that
Yeah.
aren't too
I mean,
fucking
if
loud.
there's
Or
a
at least
band-
have a dope patio.
If there's a band playing,
Different story.
Yeah, different story. But even now, it's like, if there's a band playing, it's like, what kind of band is it?
Yeah.
If I'm in or out.
Yep. Well, that's the beauty of the 5. is
Yeah.
that
It's
even-
in a completely different room.
Yeah. So it's not so loud that
Mhm.
it's not taking over your talking on the bar side.
And they have a lovely patio if you
And the
want to go
patio
to
rules.
during the winter, or
Yeah.
except for the winter. But
Well, I think they still have it open, right? They
I'm
just
sure
put,
they
like, the tent
do.
up or whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I mean,
it just sucks to
been
be
there.
out there when it's freezing or
Yeah,
snowing outside.
I didn't have him there in years before I started hanging out with you. And then, like, you got me up there at least twice now.
Yeah.
So, for
Yeah,
your
that's-
birthday and your show you threw. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, for the
I
adults.
liked it. It's just nobody was ever hanging out there for a while. So
Yeah. No, that's a regular spot for us. We love that place.
Nice.
But yeah, so we're just kind of more in those bars now.
yeah, like something like Class is like you're not listening to anything but or No Class or whatever it's called now.
I still have not been there.
I haven't been there since they switched over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I went to the old Class, which that super sucked. That bar
Yeah.
was disgusting.
Yeah.
But yeah, once they switched over to No Class, I haven't been there yet.
And for a punk rock bar that charges out the ass for fucking drinks is ridiculous.
For there?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, so wait, so they're still trying to keep this like punk theme?
I think it's just the same thing, but like called not No Class. But
But is there skate ramps? Are they still playing
I'm
shows?
sure I haven't been there since.
Oh,
so,
yeah, you just said the same thing. Okay. So wait, was somebody bitching that they're charging a shit ton for beers?
No, I just remember they were charging a shit ton for beers.
Oh,
like,
back when it was like
yeah,
regular
I was like,
Class.
Yeah,
Oh.
I went and got like Jameson and Ginger, and it was like, damn, you guys are expensive. Like, I mean, maybe I got spoiled by like the Richland and O'Donnell's and stuff like that.
Oh
but it's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
it's cheap and whatnot, but it's like, oh, damn, you're charging me like doubles.
Yeah, charging like $7 for a jam with ginger, or everywhere else is charging like 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's always the risk when you drink cocktails.
Well, yeah, but that's like, but those are just like the regular cocktails. So like,
Yeah.
I go through the same emotions because I drink tequila cocktails, and it's just tequila and soda, and I
Right.
stick to a couple brands that are like Espolón or Milagro, and those are a lot of places. It is. It's like $4 for
Yeah,
just
it's
that
bottom
and soda.
shelf.
That's it.
Gives a shit.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's fine. It works. You know, it's not Jose, but
Yeah.
it's. But I go to other places and they're like, oh, we don't have Espolón. We don't have Milagro. I'm like, what do you have? And they're like, we have Patron and Terramana and Casamigos. I'm like, cool. So you're just gonna charge up the ass for these shitty tequilas that are expensive for no reason whatsoever.
But it's the rocks tequila.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit, dude. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. I mean, there was another one at Now That's Class. It was like, I'm too old to be drinking. And this is even when I was younger. Mad Dog. It was like, I'm too old to be drinking
Oh,
that shit.
yeah, me too.
Because it's the only place you can get Mad Dog. It's like, all right, at least at a bar, you can get a whole fucking 40 of it. It's like, not too old for that shit.
Yep. Yeah, I'm definitely feel like I'm too old for Mad Dog. I will every once in a blue moon will still drink a 40. I don't really drink beer anymore, but when Toomey had that prom party at Mercury, like I think it was like earlier this year or late last year or something, but they were repped by High Life. They were sponsoring the event or whatever, so you could get 40s of High Life there.
40 of High Life is different than a 40 of Mad Dog.
Oh, 100%. I'm just saying that just like 40s in general, like I don't drink 40s anymore.
No,
like,
I buy every year or every few years I buy the champagne bottle of High Life for New Year's.
Yeah, that rules.
As a novelty thing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
I'm like, I'll buy 2. It's like they're $3 a pop. I don't care. For all my friends, I'm like, all right, here you go. Happy New Year.
Right. So, how are you about New Year's Eve? Speaking of,
oh, I'm cool with the last few years. I have just gone out to dinner with some friends, the hibachi place, and then maybe some drinks. I'm home by 10 o'clock.
So before the ball drops.
Oh, fuck that! I'm done.
I was gonna say this New Year's Eve is definitely something that you're either like, fuck that, I'm too old, I'm in bed before the ball even drops, or you're like, I'll hang out until the ball drops, or depending on what night of the week it is, you know what I mean? Then
2020 was the 1 year I was out when the ball dropped, but
right
I was
before
at
COVID.
I was at a 2020 party, like they did a just like the 1920s party.
Okay.
And I got a free ticket to that, so it was like, all right. My buddy's wife didn't want to go, and I was like, all right, I'll take your drinks. But it was like, I had my buddy go get me actual alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, I had free drinks for wine. I'm like, what the I don't drink wine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go get me beer. Don't stop. Just get in line,
keep
come
going.
back.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
You need to spend your New Year's Eve fetching me beers.
Yeah, exactly.
We tried doing those events a couple times. There was
They're outrageously expensive.
Yeah, so
I'm cheap, but like, yeah.
Well, the one was a really great deal. This was I think this was is either 19 into 20, which I feel that sounds about right. That same New Year's Eve, that 2020.
Where everybody wanted to do 1920s, like dress up like the flappers.
Right. I think it was either that or maybe the next year when bars were still back open. Either way, McGinty's had that. It was $45 for a couple or $50 a couple, and it's all you can eat and drink from 9 to midnight.
Yeah, that's what this was. But like they're all you can eat. It's just like finger food appetizers. They didn't actually have food. I'm like,
okay.
Well, what the fuck, dude? You told me there's food.
I didn't eat because I didn't know I was going to eat this.
I'm like, well, love me up with a whole plate of mini hot dogs.
Yeah. When we got there, they ordered for some Italian place. There was pizza. There was like calzones. There was garlic bread. There was salad. There was wings.
Perfect.
So we're like, all right, this is cool. We had our own little section on the pool table side up by the window.
Okay.
So we're like, we had our own little area, and it was dope at first, but then like more people started piling in. We're like, fuck, man, now we're having to wait longer for beers. And then it started to be so full that we could barely even squeeze through, to the point where we're like, what the hell is going on here? And we found out that they stopped cutting people off that didn't have tickets. They couldn't come in. That's what they were doing at first, but then the bar wasn't as full as they were hoping for. So then they just started letting everybody fucking come in, and now we're all waiting. We're like, we fucking paid you $50 to fucking not wait in line and get free drinks and food, and not these fucking scumbags coming in here and taking up our shit.
So I have a similar story of not having a bunch of people in there. So the 1 year, and this is my question was going to be, how do you feel about St. Patrick's Day going out?
I do it every year.
Well, I mean, like, you don't go downtown anymore.
No, fuck no.
Yeah,
No.
That's something I'm too old to do.
Yeah, no. I haven't been downtown for Patty's since probably my early 20s.
Okay.
I cut that off a long time ago. We go, guys, this is dumb.
Yeah.
This sucks.
Let's just go to the normal bars we go to.
Yeah, let's do, like, the Lakewood and the surrounding cities.
I almost went this past year, but I got too drunk and did not go down. My cousin has it. Him and his other side of the family get a hotel, like a big suite.
Okay, downtown. Yeah.
So if you want to go to the parade, you go to the parade. You come back up and have free, have drinks there. So
I was only to go to.
Exactly. So that's what I was going to go down for. It's I'm not hitting the bars.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's a fucking flood. And
yeah.
You can't do anything. You can't drink. You can't move. You can't piss.
The 1 year was awful with St. Patrick's Day. I was laid off at the time, so I needed a job. And Tiff actually hooked me up with a bartending gig, a barback gig.
Okay.
And it was so the year before was the 70 and sunny on a Saturday, like the perfect day. Everybody's out town. Wait, that was probably the last time I went downtown.
Okay.
It was
like that was like 10 plus years ago.
It was 10 plus years ago.
Yeah.
And then so the next year the owner of the bar wanted to make sure they had way too many bartenders because she thought the same thing was going to happen. It's on a Sunday. It was like 40 and raining.
Mm-hmm.
I was there from 5 a.m. till I think I got relieved about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We had 3 people all day.
You're shitting me.
Nope.
Whoa.
7 bartenders and 2 barbacks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
because it's probably the second biggest bar day of the year.
I think it's the biggest one, but
you think it's bigger than the pre-Thanksgiving? Fuck, that's coming up soon.
Well, pre-Thanksgiving Amateur night is big for like the small local bars.
Yeah,
the small hometown bars.
Yeah,
not the downtown
in general,
bars.
Just Patty's. Yeah,
yeah. This is in Parma, so it was like not that. Like it was a good location, but it was just nobody was there.
Yeah,
Saturday, and then I ended up going to another bar by my house in where I live now in Parma, and they were yelling at us because we were playing Irish music because they wanted to watch NASCAR.
Fuck off! It's fucking
St. Patty's Day. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, suck a dick.
I at least want to
Hillbilly.
hear. Yeah, I want to hear Dropkicks a few times.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the definite day that you have to listen to him on about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so as far as the New Year's Eve thing goes, we'll just now have a small little get together here at the house.
Hell yeah, those are way more fun than.
Yep. Like 10 people tops.
Yeah, even Halloween parties is like the one we went to on Friday. It was lovely party, right amount of people. Nobody's, you're not falling over top of people.
Right.
Everybody has a good time. You have room for costumes, and everybody takes care of everybody.
Yep.
Not going downtown or going anywhere.
Smothered against other people.
Yeah. Even the bar I had, there was guys dressed as Teletubbies, which was kind of funny.
That is funny.
But they were, the massive costumes. So
yeah.
Just trying to get past them when they're standing at the bar trying to hit on some girls was like, yeah, brother, you gotta move.
Yeah.
So,
let's see here. What else am I thinking? It's too old for. Definitely, I definitely find myself just hating people in general now. Now I'm just like I fucking hate everyone. I hate people.
Yeah. Larry David has become my spirit. Spirit animal is not a proper term these days.
I get it.
Spiritual leader.
Yes.
Yeah. Watching Curb, I'm like, I am Larry David. Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Everyone drives like a fart. I fucking hate driving.
God.
If I get rich, I'm just gonna pay a chauffeur to fucking take me everywhere. I fucking hate driving.
Here's funny thing is I got yelled at for being too old for my driving. Like I got called an old man for my driving.
What are you just driving like really slow and super careful?
I was driving somewhat careful. I drive like 5 5 miles over on the main roads, and then
Sure.
like 10 over on the highway.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's actually what I do too.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
Girlfriend was like speed demon.
oh
And it
yeah.
was funny because like the one time we were going to my buddy's house, PA, and we're doing it, and she's like, "Yeah, you drive." I'm like, "Yo, if you want to drive," she's like, "No, we'll take 12 hours to get there because you drive so slow." And I'm like, "All right." Funny thing is, like 5 minutes later, she gets pulled over speeding.
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what you get."
Yep. And guess what? Now this is taking even longer.
Yeah, it's not that I'm too old that I don't want to drive that fast. It's like I got too many tickets when I was younger.
Yeah, just more
Finally
careful.
becoming an adult. And, like, this is when I became an adult. I
Yeah.
want to not get a ticket.
I'm typically like the 10 over. Could go a little bit more depending on what's the sitch, but yeah, dude, there's
Well, yeah, if it's a holiday weekend, I'm not doing 20.
Well, fuck
like,
no.
not,
No.
Like, not doing an 80 and a 60, you know.
I mean just in a regular day, dude, like regular day. Just even like today, coming home from work, there's somebody doing like 58 in a 65 in the middle lane.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was expecting it to be some old lady. It was just like, I don't know, probably like a 20-year-old kid.
Mhm.
I'm like, you should be the one that's fucking hauling ass around here. Like, what the fuck? You're doing 7 under. This is dumb.
You're going to cause an accident.
Yeah.
I had the opposite. I had the Fast and Furious crew hit me up on the way here.
Yeah.
I'm sitting at the red light, and this dude is starting to rev his engine. The guy behind him is not revving his engine. The guy next to me is not revving his engine. I'm like, I'm stuck between cars. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And they're just like revving it and like going like 5 miles an hour and slamming on the brakes. They're at the red light before they turn green. And then turn green and they go like fucking Mario Kart all over the place. I'm just like, I at least knew what the hell was kind of going on. So I just like, all right, I'm going to be old man just like 5 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to
Like, you go past me, I don't give a shit.
Yeah. They're just really excited to get back to their destination and suck each other's dicks, probably.
Got to get the nos, brother.
Yeah, dude. Gotta hit that nos.
It's all about family, brother.
Dude, 25 down the fucking street.
Got to drink that Corona. It's all about family.
Yeah, I hate driving. I hate being around big crowds of people. I'm definitely becoming that. This is becoming like an old man, like pissed off old man episode.
It is. I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah. Danny Glover.
How do you feel about movies? Like, I'm so happy they don't have midnight shows anymore. Like, to see a premiere.
Oh yeah.
It is like, oh, you can go at 7:30. It's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm home by 10. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that doesn't bother me. If there's something I really wanted to see,
Okay.
then I would hit the midnight showing, as long as it wasn't during the week. Like, I'm not going to go on a fucking Wednesday at midnight.
Well, most of them are like Thursdays, and Thursdays
Right.
is what they are for like the Friday release or whatever.
But here's the deal also. If the movie's also super sick and everybody's wanting to go see it, I won't go see it on the opening weekends because I'm like, it's going to be fucking slammed. And I don't want to be fucking stuck in all this bullshit.
See, I'm stuck with all the superhero shit, so like I will get it spoiled for me if I don't.
Oh.
Just because
See, I don't
people are
care
talking-
about it in the superhero
Exactly.
shit, so.
But I've gotten to the point where I will look up if there's post-credit scenes now.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like,
I
have to
always
pee
wait.
so bad most times, so.
So you plan your drinking accordingly?
Well, no, I'm just like, cool, if there's not a post-credit scene, I know when to get up and leave.
Yeah.
Which is great.
When everyone's still sitting there waiting.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, or it's like, is this worth it?
Right.
You know, it's like, and I may get it spoiled for me, but it's like, at least I know that I'm not missing anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'll definitely wait until like a week or two or so after.
Yeah, oh yeah, I
Then
love
I'll-
seeing some movies like there's nobody in the theater. 'Cause It's like
Mhm.
I have like a movie pass where like the Cinemark has, so it's like I get a free movie ticket every month. So I'll go see movies that I wasn't going to go see in theaters just because
You have
might
it.
as well use it.
Is this the one where you get a free movie every day?
Free movie every week or month, and then like 20.
Oh, one movie a month?
Yeah, they have a one movie a month, and then it rolls over. Like, so if I don't go for 4 months, I have 4 tickets.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and then like 20% off concessions, which is killer.
That's sick.
So
Yeah.
I just send the QR code to everybody. Like, use my shit.
Yeah. So
I
that
get
way-
points for it, and then you guys do too.
Now you can get in a hot dog like it's regular price.
Yeah, a reasonable price.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Toomey had one of those for a minute, but I thought he was getting a free movie every day.
I think there was a certain movie pass. It was certain theaters, so it might not
Okay.
be the one I have.
Gotcha. Yeah. I do remember him doing that.
Unless he's got some sweet hookup that he needs to
I don't think
share
so.
with the masses.
He was trying to get me to get it, but I was like, I don't go to the theater that often. He's like,
Oh, you know
"But
what?
that's the
I think I
thing."
know what they did. They closed that program down.
Well, probably because
Because
they're
they were
like,
getting ripped
shit.
off, yeah.
Yeah. They're actually losing money on it.
I mean, they're already losing money. Nobody wants to go to the theaters anywhere. It's like, I'll just wait till it's on TV.
Yeah. Is there anything? Let's kind of reverse this. Let's flip it back and reverse it. Is there anything that you've now found yourself as an older gent that you're getting excited over stupid things that younger version of you would call you the F word for? Let me give you an example.
Yeah, you got one. Go for it.
So I get super stoked. Our dishwasher is broken, so we hand wash everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like that little like spongy thing that's like it's meant to just scrape the crusties like off of your bowl, like that.
The little sponge thing. Yeah.
It's like a scrapey one. It's not one. You're not supposed to use it to wash dishes. It's to scrape the crusty stuff off.
Oh, the little brush thing. Yeah.
I get super stoked when we have like a new one, dude. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, this thing's fresh. Let's
It's
fucking
like
go.
it's like a new clothes.
Well, yeah.
It's
So
like
I'm saying, like, you know,
oh,
because you're like,
yeah, it's like, yeah, I got my oil changes on. I can drive wherever I want to go.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's so stupid, but I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm like, the other one was like, it was starting to tear apart, and the strings are dangling down. Get a fresh one, baby. I'm like, let's fucking go.
I was thinking of getting into more like crafty shit, like woodworking and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So going to a Home Depot was excited.
Hell yeah,
And I was
dude.
like, I would have hated myself 20 years ago for wanting to go to Home Depot.
I mean, I get that way sometimes. I get in that creative mood, and I'm like, I'm gonna go to Michael's, and Jess is like, yeah, let's go, and I'm like looking up stuff to work on this, and she's like, ooh, look at all this yarn, and Jess is like stoked, like she's like crocheting like blankets and shit.
Can I give you an adult a bit of advice?
Go on.
They're awful people, or awful like owners or whatever. Hobby Lobby is way cheaper than Michael's.
But where the fuck is Hobby Lobby?
I don't know. I there's one in Strongsville.
There's one in Medina.
Is that what they're at? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're over
it's
there,
cheaper, but they're awful
the
people
money-
because they're like homophobic and shit. But
at Hobby Lobby.
the owners are
Gotcha.
like
but
whoever owns the company.
Gotcha.
Is like known like they're like Chick-fil-A.
homophobes. Yeah,
It's like, well, you have awful views, but your shit's delicious, so I'm gonna eat it.
But here's the deal: the money I would be spending in gas to get to Strongsville.
Then yeah, okay, I get that. I
it's
forgot
working at
I
the
forgot
same
there
deal.
might not be one over here.
Yeah, I don't think there. I mean, I guess I can look it up, but Michael's is like 10 minutes away,
Yeah.
and we used to have Pacatans that was even closer. That was like here in like that Lakewood on Berea,
Mhm.
and that was like 5 minutes away.
Yeah.
But they're gone. So
Yeah.
we have to go to Westlake.
That kind of took over for Pakistan. So
Mm-hmm.
it was like, yeah. The fact that I know a Hobby Lobby is cheaper.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What about do you like cook at all, or
I have actually
do you get
been trying
stoked?
cooking better
Okay.
and more.
Like, is there any like appliances or like kitchen gear?
I
to
bought
get stoked for?
a bunch of shit.
Let's go. What do you got?
Well,
What
I
are-
got like little dicers and shit that
Hell
like,
yeah.
you know, cool. I put the potato in and I can make my own fries.
Yeah.
And, you know, like 19-year-old me would be like, fuck it, I'm just going to go out to dinner every night.
I'll just go to the grocery store and buy a frozen bag of fries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do it for me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is actually kind of the fun part of like being older. Is like,
Yeah.
dude, fuck yeah. Like I buy Jess different kitchen gear for like most Christmases or birthdays. Like
Yeah.
we have a fucking pizza oven. We could make our own sausages. We have fucking
I had to,
make our own noodles. We have fucking everything.
I had to laugh. My goddaughter was at my birthday party. Like, my parents had me over for a birthday or whatever and got me gifts, whatever. And all the kids are excited to open up all the gifts. And, like, she turns to me after she opens them all and she's like, "You're real boring. It's all shit that I want, but like don't want to pay for."
Yeah.
Yeah, like kitchen kids. It's like, well, I don't want to pay for this. Like, do I want it? Sure, but am I willing to pay for it right now? Nah.
Yeah.
Save it for Christmas. Save it.
That's
it's
fucking
like,
genius.
yeah, you're like, it's adult shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, you'll get there one day.
You get stoked over a fucking brand new knife set.
Yeah, my homeboy's not buying me toys. So
Yeah.
I have to get boring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I wish I could have some Legos, but
yeah,
I got to
dude.
get knives instead.
They're cheap. They won't pay for Legos.
Yeah, at this point, the knives are probably cheaper than the Legos
They are cheap. And that was the best thing about being an adult was like, oh, I can buy all the shit that I wanted as a kid.
Yeah.
And now I have a bunch of toys. And I'm like,
What am I gonna do with this? Yeah. There's a few things you still make exceptions for,
sure.
but yeah. We stayed in Airbnb like a few months back, like in the summertime, and but we were using their kitchen gear to cook dinner.
Oh yeah.
And these fucking pans that they had, dude, like just they just everything just fucking slides around, and like their frying pan or whatever. I'm like, nothing sticks. It's amazing.
Is it true nonstick?
Yes, like there's like, oh, here's a nonstick pan. You're like, bitch, that egg's stuck with that butter for like 10 seconds. You're scraping that shit off.
Yeah.
No, these are like legit ones, dude. Like,
you should have either taken a picture of what they are, and then,
we did,
and then buy them,
and then we fucking ordered them, dude. Yes, absolutely.
That's the adult thing to do.
Yes, dude. We're like, whoa, what the fuck is this?
The 20-year-old to do is to steal this shit.
Yeah, that's also true. But it's like, whose credit card is that going on?
Yeah,
and who's got a credit card at 20?
Yeah.
And if you do, it's already fucked.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So yeah, there's just, I don't know, man. Just being an adult, sometimes there's like some like dope things like this. You're like, let's go.
Oh yeah. Trying to think of any other purchases that I would like to do.
What about betting?
Oh, dude. I mean, like, yeah, it used to be wherever I laid my head is fine.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, even just doing laundry is like fresh air, fresh sheets.
Yeah, dude.
It's the best night's sleep is.
Oh yeah, fresh sheet, fresh pillowcases.
It's like, dude, I should do laundry every day.
And then when it starts getting like cold outside, you have like that like slightly heavier blanket. You're like, yeah, just cozy inside this little bitch.
I'm like that year round. I love my room to be freezing cold.
Yeah.
Just, I want to be buried under a nice warm blanket with a freezing cold room.
Mm-hmm. We have a duvet that we used during the winter. Well, we did in the past, and we have like this like slightly medium heavyish. That's like perfect for fall.
Okay.
And then there's one that's like a little bit heavier. And dude, we are using that kind of heavier one last night. I soaked the entire bed, just sweating.
Oh, that's the worst part though.
To the point where Jess rolled over to like, be in my jetpack, and she's like, ugh, and I was like, I know, dude, I am fucking soaked.
Yeah.
I like rolled.
I need a shower. Gross.
Yeah, I like rolled on my stomach to get all of that sweat off my body.
Yeah.
And then she like grabs the blanket and wraps it around me to be my jetpack. But I'm like, dude, you're boxing me back in. Like, you can't do that, dude. I'm gonna this whole bed's gonna be flooded by the time I get out of here.
That's not the fun hot box.
Yeah. So we decided, like, all right, we're switching the blanket back over. We're switching new sheets. So
that's the worst part of a fall. Is like the
back and forth.
Oh my god! Even this morning, like I wore a jacket because it was like 30, almost like 35 degrees when I left for work, and then when I get out, it's 70, and then when I get here, it's like it's down to 40 again.
Yo, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pick one.
Dealing with it too. I like wake up. I'm like, it's freezing. I'm outside of the bed.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting dressed for work, and I go outside. I'm like, it's 39 degrees on. I got like my
Yeah, I thought I
heavy
put like
fall jacket on,
and then like I put all the shorts away because I'm like, summer's done, all right. And then it's like, no, it's fucking
75
hot
still, yeah. And in the afternoon, yeah.
God damn
I left work. I'm like, fuck. I'm carrying all my jacket and shit out.
It's annoying as fuck. See, that's another adult man thing. We're bitching about the weather. Fuck you, Dick Goddard.
Fuck the weather. Let's see here. When we were discussing this earlier today, I was there was something I was trying to think of, but then I ended up stumbling upon a couple things here. I found this Reddit page called Adulting.
Oh, good.
And it says, what was the moment you realized you were officially an adult? So it was really funny to kind of see some of these. I only went through like the first couple, but I was like, I'm just going to save this for the show. I mean, the person that made the post was basically saying that like once they finally got like a high paying job and like owning a house and having a family, I'm like, okay, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, you're like, I'm officially like, I'm an adult now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But then once you start getting through it, then it's like, well, I realized that like when I realized that no one's coming to save me, like, but me.
Oh my god, that's the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me a handful of times.
In like just like in like actual scary situations, or are we talking about like
Broke
having to
it.
go to the
Broke
doctor?
no, broke down on the side of the road. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. No, that does suck.
It's like, what do I do?
Uh-huh.
Call my dad. Is like, well, you're too far for me to come get you.
Right.
Because I was going to my buddy's wedding, and I was basically on the border of Ohio and PA. He's like, I'm
Yep.
not driving 4 hours to come get you, 3 hours to come
Mm-hmm.
get you. Just like call a tow truck.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I don't have AAA. Can I use yours? Maybe,
Yeah. I
because
don't know.
I'm too child. Yeah, I AAA. That was
So
an
do I,
adult
dude.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got AAA.
I got it last year. I was like, yep, I am finally gonna be an adult and pay for AAA.
Right, right. I was on my mom's for like the longest time.
Oh, dude, my car broke down so many times. I was like, Mom, do you still have AAA? It's like, I don't think I can use that. I'm like, same last name, maybe.
Yeah. I'll just pretend I'm you, and then when they show up,
Yeah.
let's say that you left and I stayed here with the car.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. That one's kind of dumb. Oh, no, that's just when the doctor told me I was pregnant. I mean, you can get knocked up as a teenager, so that doesn't make you an adult just because you're
Yeah.
having a baby.
I have a beer baby. I've been pregnant for 12 years.
My younger cousin asked me for permission to do something. I said we should ask an adult, and she gave me a confused look.
That
I realized
I am the adult.
at the moment that I was one of the adults in my family. It was horrifying. LOL.
That's hilarious.
Let's see. When I look around for an adult and I realize I'm it.
Yeah.
When I realized that I have a favorite vacuum.
Oh,
So that's
God.
kind of going back to like
That's-
the appliances.
Yeah. Have you ever gone to a situation where you realize you were way too old for a situation? Like by accident? Like,
I guess certain social situations, like certain bars.
yeah.
I'm like, this is all the babies coming through here now, and I can't hang out and be here because I'm the weird old
Uh-huh.
guy hanging out. I look youthful, but
Yeah.
my gray beard says
I've
less.
had two in the last couple years.
What do you have?
Well, one was a couple years, like almost 10 years ago now, but went to see a show. It was the Interrupters. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I
Okay.
know. Yeah.
It was their first tour.
Armstrong's baby band.
Yeah, it was their first tour. So Baby Band is a surprise. Good choice on that word. It was their first tour, so they were playing with this band called Swimmers. Didn't know anything of them. Whatever. Me and my buddy wanted to go, so he drove me, and snowstorm. So we got there like right before the Interrupters started playing. And they're playing. I'm kind of just looking around. I'm like, damn, it's a bunch of young kids.
Mm-hmm.
Swimmers was the band that had Billy Joe Armstrong's kid,
Oh.
and they were headlining.
Jesus.
I'm
But
like-
is he like a teenager or early
I'm
20s?
yeah. I was like, I'm too old to be here.
Yeah, holy shit.
Like it was like me and like me and my buddy and there was like one or two other people that I knew and they were about our age. It was like
Mm-hmm.
that was it. Everybody else was like 20. I'm like or younger. I'm like definitely too old to be here. Gotta
Well,
go.
so, all right.
Like we're the only ones buying beer.
Yeah, so this is a yes and no because now that you mentioned that, I actually have one of those. But you got to think that when we were young watching, like, I was about to say a band that's been blacklisted. I don't know, old like punk bands, whatever, right?
Okay,
But like,
but they're not that much older than us.
well, I guess
like a
well,
band with
I mean,
Rancid is only like 10 years older than us.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right because
They're
we
only,
go
like,
to like
mid-50s.
AFI and NoFX and all them.
They're
like,
like mid to lower 50s. Yeah, they're not like that much.
extreme. Oh yeah, I guess. Well,
I mean, they seem like they're adults because they
Yeah.
were 10, 15 years older than us, but like,
but still. So here, I'm gonna give you my example.
okay.
There's a band called Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the cancel band?
No, I was gonna say Anti-Flag before.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, it's only canceled one member. So yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, well, Pierce the Veil, actually, the drummer, it was caught up in that Me Too movement, which is the singer's brother. So
Okay.
they did have to boot the brother out. They're still playing, but they had to get a new drummer. But after like their first like 3 albums were like amazing front to back, right? And somewhere in that second or third album, I went and saw them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there hanging out, and I'm with a few friends, and I'm singing along, and I get a little tap on my arm, and I'm like, "What?" And then they just start pointing around the venue, and there's just a sea of just teenage girls that are all
Mm,
also just singing along, and I was like, oh no,
I,
I'm a
I,
teenage girl, dude.
uh,
I was like, okay, well,
yeah. I had one over summer though. It was like, so I'm a big baseball nerd, right? Like, and I wanted to go see the Savannah Bananas.
oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's all, the Harlem Globetrotter type thing. I was so excited to go. I get there, and then I'm watching this game. I'm like, this is meant for families and children. Like,
Yeah,
like, I like it, but like, I'm 20 years older than the guys they're playing. I
yeah.
get that, but like, it's like I'm too
It
old to be
seems a
here.
little
It was
weird,
such
right?
a disappointment because everyone's like, "Oh, how was it?" I'm like, "It was good, but I will never go again."
It was good, but
Yeah, I'll go with the families and stuff like if it, like my go with my nieces and nephews and stuff like that. I'll go with that, but I'm
hmm
not going back by
Well, that's a
myself.
different example. Like you're there, like with like children,
Yeah,
basically.
I'll go with children. I
Yeah,
can't go now.
by yourself, because
Yeah.
then it seems weird.
Oh, I had a couple of those. I had free tickets to some Marvel thing, but it was like a live action show from work, and I was like, oh, this thing's meant for kids.
hmm
Even though I'm a big nerd and want to see Marvel stuff, it's like, yeah, oh, you have kids here, just take the tickets.
You
I'm
know,
too old for that.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely, I'm like, I'm not gonna be the creepy
Just
guy
show
by
up there by
myself.
myself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think. I think there's nothing that's really else coming to mind to be in that situation. I'm sure there is. It's just probably buried somewhere in the back of my head.
I just thought of another one with nerd stuff. I went to the Comic Con the first year they had here,
Okay.
and it's all like a lot of shops and stuff like that. And then I saw this thing. It was speed dating.
Interesting.
And I was single at the time, and I was looking. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's just
Try it
try
out.
it. Yeah. And I saw a show of it, like a mini doc of it, like the situation, like the guy who ran the company, and it was like, oh, it was legit. I'm like, fuck it, let's sign up for it. I was like, trying to convince my buddy at the time to go with me. And he's like, no, I'm dating somebody. So I'm like, oh fuck, all right.
Fair enough.
Like, well, just go as my wingman. Like, I've done wingman shit for you
Yeah.
plenty of times. Just be my wingman.
Well, is
tonight.
this like a speed dating where it's like a mingle situation, or is this like a table to table situation?
It's almost a table to table
Okay.
situation, but like it's set up in like a ballroom, so it's kind of like chair to chair.
Okay, got it.
So, but when I got there, it was like there were like, I mean, it wasn't that much older than people, but like it was definitely there's some like the three attractive girls there. I was a lot older.
Oh man.
I was like, fuck, all right, well, I'm already here. Fuck it.
Yeah, because you're
Well,
like, I'm like 15 years older than you.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't. No, I was like probably like maybe 10.
But
That was
still,
about
I mean, I
it.
was just
But it was like,
exaggerating, but
yeah, it
still,
was still was like, I mean, it was cool because it was
you're
like
22.
a-
I'm like 35. Yeah.
it was a confidence booster for me at the time because I got a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't like the ones I wanted.
Yeah, fair enough.
I was like, yeah, I'm too old to deal with you. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah. Let's see here. Getting back into the Reddit page.
Yeah.
There's one here that says when the rent came due and I couldn't buy something I wanted right away at that moment. So,
I can see that at being in your 20s though, doing that.
well, kind of. Because in the 20s, you're like, I do have money for rent, but I'm gonna take $30 of it to buy beer and food. You know what I mean?
No,
Or
no,
like,
I did that
I'm gonna
in
take
college.
$50 of it of my rent money and go out to the bars. You know what I mean?
College was do I want to pay for laundry or do I want to pay for beer?
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was beer every
Mhm.
time.
Every time.
That's how I somehow dated a girl in college for a little bit. What I would do is go to the laundromat and pretend I was sleeping. Wait till a girl walks in and put her laundry in, and then throw mine in there with her because I could at least tell the difference. And then pull mine out real quick before it was done. Like almost, like it was almost
Holy
done.
shit. Yeah.
Just to scam it. The problem was the one time I fell asleep. And she's like, is this all your stuff in my dryer? I'm like, yeah.
Sorry, I was a little drunk
I
when
was
I
like,
came in here.
yeah, I was like, I just like, you caught me.
Oh, okay.
She's like, that's not admirable. I understand that.
Yeah. I would have been like, I was super hungover. Dude.
I was like, my bad.
I'm poor college
I'm
kid.
not trying to be a creep and go through your stuff. I'm just trying to get my stuff done for cheap.
Yeah. Well, here's another one. When my parents stopped giving me money, and I immediately started giving them money. So is that more of like paying their parents' rent, or
I mean, I kind of did that.
yeah,
Like, they would.
it's that moving back into the folks' house kind of situation?
Yeah, like if I had a car problem, my parents would help me out with the bill, but I would have to pay them back.
Right. Got it.
You know, it was like, well, it's easier for me to just pay them than it is a credit card. That way, if like hey, I can't pay you this week because a bunch of my bills.
Yeah.
There's no interest to it.
Yeah.
Which I was very fortunate to have, but
trying to figure out benefits when I started my job, insurance, retirement, etc.
I had a buddy of mine. He got a job as a life insurance salesman.
Oh,
this is like 1920. You know, like we're out of the bar. So
back in 1920.
Back in 1920, like, we were like at least 21, 22, maybe.
Right.
He was like out one night, and he started talking. Like I realized it was like, oh, we're not kids anymore because we're talking about work at a bar.
That's definitely a thing.
And then he was trying to sell us life insurance. He's like, no, you guys, you really need life insurance.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like, fuck off. Go get us beers.
You know, that reminds me, I've also had nights, and this was in my like early to mid 30s, but being out on a Saturday night with your friends at a bar and talking about how dope Costco is.
Yeah.
You ever done that? To be at the bar and you're like,
it's like,
dude, I was at Costco today, dude. Dude, it's awesome.
They have everything.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit, but I
bought it anyways. Yeah. And the samples? Fuck yeah. Let's see. When I made a doctor's appointment by myself, went alone, and had the horrible realization that I had to pay for it.
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Been there.
Let's see here. When I didn't need a reason like a party to buy and eat cake. Because that's the thing in your adult, you're like, I just want fucking cake.
Yeah.
I'm just going to buy a cake and I'm going to eat it. Don't need to have a celebration.
True. Here's another adult moment when you go want to buy a cake and you're like, yeah, I don't need the calories.
Oh, yeah. And you go,
I got to lose the weight.
Yeah. I love this idea, but no. When you have to plunge your only toilet at 12:30 a.m. because otherwise your apartment will fill with shit.
That could be in your 20s, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure, 100%.
Especially if you live in a party house.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and here's another like vacuum one. When I was legitimately excited about my purchase of my first decent quality vacuum, and the excitement lasted more than a week.
Yeah.
Just to get super stoked.
It's like you throw shit on the floor just to vacuum it.
Yeah, purposely eating like chips on like over your carpet so you can just sweep up the crumbs.
I bought a dog just so I can get to the vacuum up there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and there's also a list here that says you're not a real adult until you've done these 11 awful things.
Okay. You love your list, so let's go.
Well, yeah, this kind of helps us. We can chat it up.
It definitely does.
So we'll start at number 11.
Okay.
It says using OxyClean. So I think that really kind of comes with like anything of just like cleaning materials, like
not just like, all right, that dust has been there for way too long. Right. I guess I will clean that up.
Dust in your shelves,
or
and
you have
like
girls coming over. I want to look impressive, so I'm
clean. Shine the floor,
yeah,
like all that shit.
Right.
And I think OxyClean is just probably one of those things where it's like you're not just buying some whatever fuck off the shelf. The OxyClean's like, all right, we're gonna do some real work with this shit.
Or you get really high and hear the Billy Mays OxyClean commercials.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just got cases now, so fucking got to use it.
Number 10, clean under your couch, which is a dirty job. I will skimmer through the couch underneath, like here and there, because I got to get taco toys out, but other times too, it's like I'll take when I'm vacuuming, I'll just take the hose under there and fucking suck up whatever
that's true
crumbs and dust bunnies and what have yous are under there.
Yeah, I mean, in certain situations. Unless your couch is up against the wall, you don't have to worry about it. Until you get a new couch, and then
you got a vacuum.
Oh, that's where that
went. A designated shoe area.
Outside of a closet?
I mean, ours is down by the side door. I mean, it's
but it's not like. I mean, it's nice and organized-ish, but it's not like you have a shelving unit.
Well, technically, did you look to the right side of the door?
There was.
I mean, yeah, so there's like that bench there, but there's 2 rows that actually
Then
has
again,
shoes.
I'm a dude, so I have like 4 pairs of shoes.
Well,
so-
that's the thing, is that it's all mostly
Yeah,
Jess's
exactly.
shoes. I have like 3 pairs of shoes
Yeah.
total, and then like a
Work
pair of snow boots,
shoes,
but
going out shoes.
yeah.
Snow boots.
Yeah, snow boots are down in the
Sandals.
basement, so they're not
Yeah.
even in the fucking
Yeah.
thing. Let's see here. Number 8.
That's another adult thing, getting snow tires. Have you ever done that?
No, I've never actually got
Neither
snow
have I,
tires.
It's something I have thought about.
Yeah, it's crossed my mind.
I think that's just an old myth or whatever. So it's
Well, that's what I kind of thought too. Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you already have like newish tires, so like,
yeah.
I feel like that should be good also.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if the treads are different.
I
guess
don't know.
Yeah, I haven't looked
I'm not
into
a car
it.
guy, so I have
Neither
no
am I,
idea.
so I never really looked into it. You car guys out there, shoot us a text or leave us a voicemail and tell us what the difference is between snow tires and regular tires, that if it's actually worth getting snow tires in the winter.
Yeah.
440-363.
0121.
Nice. I'm actually genuinely curious. I know there's a lot of you dudes out there, and a lot of yous are car guys. So
Car
fucking
talk.
yeah. So fucking send us in some shit. We want to know.
Tell us how adults.
Yeah. Number 8, sorting your laundry. I feel like you have to do this, right?
dude,
I mean, I
I've
guess
done
you can
that
just
since
live
I
out
was,
your
like,
basket.
I've done that since I was like 10.
Yeah, I've always had to keep a clean room.
Well, I never had kept a clean room. It was more of I did a lot of chores when I was a kid.
Same. Yeah, we went over this. Yeah.
It was like, oh, you can't get a real job. Okay, you're doing laundry.
Yep.
So I knew how to sort clothes
Mhm.
early on.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of people that just fucking live out of the basket. I mean, Dave, right? For example, he just finally got
2 basket day.
Yeah, 2 basket Dave. He finally just got baskets to sort through instead of going, well, are these underwear clean? He's sniffing
Well,
his
that's
own
because we
underwear.
bullied him into getting a second basket.
Yeah.
To spend the $4.50 to get a second
Yeah.
basket. My bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of appliances, you know what I bought was the T-shirt folders thing, the plastic.
Oh
thing.
yeah, that you just.
Well, the plastic one, you at least to fold it properly.
Yeah, it's
as an
like,
adult,
it's
it's
like
like instead of
sleeve,
just like
sleeve, bottom, whatever.
Yeah, just roll it, throw it in the drawer, and call it a
Right.
day. It's like, no, I'm gonna properly fold this.
Does it like work well?
Yeah,
Huh, interesting.
not the full like sleeve thing. It's just more of the solid piece for the middle.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like where you like fold up the bottom and then fold in the sleeves, and it's like you're
Not
all
the
done.
one they have the store like that has
Okay.
the plastic parts on the sides.
Yeah,
it's
gotcha.
just the middle part. So.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's sick. All right.
Like $7, and it's like, okay, cool.
I have a mix between shit that's hanging up in the closet and then shit folded in the dresser.
Yeah,
And I have like a divided area. I'm like, these are shirts I don't really wear that often that I can use for like doing yard work or handball or whatever. And like these are like the cool shirts that want to go out. Number 7, replace all cleaning countermints. What the hell? Oh, so actually like keeping your shit stocked, like your bleach and Clorox and
not until like, oh shit, I'm out.
your
I
laundry,
go to
yeah,
the
like
store.
your laundry detergent and what
Mhm.
have you. Yeah. Wash the cabinet faces.
That's-
Like if you get food splattered on them, and you're like, oh
I
shit.
mean,
there's-
yeah, if some splatters, I would clean that up. But,
Right.
Like that's more of not like I'm gonna wash them once a week.
No, but have you been to people's houses where you're like, dude, there's fucking sauce splattered all over this fucking thing?
No, maybe, yeah.
Well, I mean, most of ours is like the open
Not
cabinet
yours,
thing, but
yeah.
but we do have the lower ones too. So,
Yeah.
but we're usually pretty good about,
Yeah,
or we have Taco to get the lower parts of it.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best part. One of the best parts I found a dog.
Yeah.
You don't need a vacuum cleaner. You have a
Just
dog.
Taco. Number 5, I don't think really works for anybody. It says bought more printer cartridges, which I feel like very small amount of people have printers nowadays.
hmm
So
Hell, that's my personal job is working on a printing
yeah,
press, and
so
I don't have a printer.
Yeah.
I go to work and print stuff.
4, replacing toilet paper. I mean, I feel like that's just a given. I don't know why that's even on the list. You have to, otherwise you just got a dirty butt.
having a toilet paper holder that you have to put the proper like in or out.
Oh,
that's
putting
what I
it-
would.
You're
Oh,
right.
is that what's on the list?
No, I'm saying like I get it though to actually putting it And no, I mean this is actually saying replace the toilet paper, but
That's
when it's empty, that's just you just have to fucking do that. But I like yours better. Is that
the adult part is
see
like
actually putting it back
putting it
on
on properly.
yeah, and not just having it sitting on a windowsill or like the
Yeah,
sink or
just a
something.
roll just sitting there, not
Yeah.
not actually like putting it on the yeah.
The
That's
little
the
roller
adult
thing.
part.
That's the adult part. Yeah.
And if you want to get fancy, it's folding the corners when you have guests over.
Oh yeah.
And hand towels. That's another adult thing.
yeah. Hand towels are definitely adult for sure.
Yeah, because it's like, fuck it, guys, just whatever towel you got. Use your jeans. I don't care.
Yeah. Number 3, stocking up on your medicine cabinet. So just making sure you got Band-Aids and cough syrup and Advil and what have you, which if you're not in your 20s, I mean, I think we maybe had Tylenol in our 20s, like our apartments, but
What about vitamins?
we have
and
vitamins.
supplements and stuff like that.
Jess has vitamins, and every once in a while, like I'll be like passing by, and she's like, "Hey, you want this?" And I was like, "What is it?" And she's like, "It's a gummy vitamin." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, like a one a day, like an adult. one a
Yeah,
day.
but mine's like one every 4 months. That like I would just happen to be walking by, and she's like, "Here, have this." I'm like, "Okay." I don't
she's
eat
just
vitamins.
Keeping you alive.
yeah. Thanks, babe. Yeah, I don't take vitamins probably as
enough.
often as I probably should.
I made the mistake of like I should get all these supplements, and I bought every one of them, like A, B, C, D. You know, it's like
Yeah.
my mom was a nurse, and she's like, "You should not be doing that.
You're-
It could fuck you up." I'm
Do I
like,
take
okay.
it? Okay.
Well, I'm like, well, I paid for them, so I'm going to use them all.
And just different increments.
Yeah, it's just like if you have too much, you just piss it out or shit it out.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a big deal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you actually take vitamins regularly?
I take like the one a days now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably look into doing that. That sounds about right.
Going to see a doctor. That's another adult thing I have.
Oh yeah, your checkups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
definitely.
like, tell me what the hell's wrong with me.
Yeah. Also, dentist.
Yeah.
Going to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months.
Sucks.
Yep, I do it. Actually,
Yeah.
mine's coming up in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
That's
sucks.
definitely adult doing.
That is definitely an adult thing.
Mm-hmm. This one says, which I think this is kind of weird, but this is number 2 is washing your baseboards, which I think is this for like your bed?
No, the wall baseboards.
Oh, okay, yeah, as I'm reading here, I see. Oh, yeah, but that's more of like your kids fucking drawing on them. It's like, yeah, you scrub it with a magic eraser.
No, it's like just dusting the walls or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really that relevant.
When we do dust, I will get like the fucking corners and shit for like cobwebs and whatnots.
Yeah, but the floor baseboards, you're not really.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I mean, not really. I guess kind of. I bet she probably does it way more than I do. I could do like a casual pass by. I bet she probably does
If
it.
it was real dusty or there's marks
Yeah.
on it or whatever, but usually like this way you buy like they're like the wood brown or white, and it's like not really not noticeable.
Right.
So
Number 1, cleaning the toilet. Getting all those skid marks out of the bowl.
outside of that was nasty. Okay,
Yeah.
or hey, I got a girl coming over.
Yeah. You got like that
Gotta clean it up.
that like black lining that's just from like the water sitting
Oh,
there.
God.
Yeah. And then your skid marks that you
Yeah.
couldn't piss off.
Here's another adult thing that I had to deal with when I moved into the place I'm at with my buddy's house, whatever I'm renting from him. It's like, what would I have done to this house? Like, how would I renovate it?
Just going in the house now going, I would take this wall down
Yeah,
or I would do this.
well, take down the wallpaper, so
Yeah.
it's not grandma wallpaper.
Yeah.
Like, I swear to God, if I didn't mention that to him, it's still not down, but it never will be down.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, it is what it is. I'm like, you own the house. Like, you don't have to keep it what it was.
Is it a full wall or is it a trim?
It's a full wall.
It's probably a huge pain in the ass to take that all down.
Not really.
No? Is it just
No.
steam it?
Probably, or just scrape it. I mean, it'll be a pain in the ass.
It's a
for
project.
day,
Yeah, it's a project.
but like a day, you're done. Like on an afternoon, you're done with like fixing it and painting it. Not that hard.
Yeah, but I also just
Be an
fucking-
adult.
I hate I hate painting. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Does.
Also,
Yeah, right.
adult
Oh,
painting,
everything
painting
sucks.
your rooms in the house you own.
This is where I lay now. This is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, bud. Anything else you got to throw in here?
No, I think that's all my stories for
Yeah. I think.
this is growing up.
Yeah, this is growing up. Oh, I guess we should use that for the episode title. Well, I guess
Too
this
old
is
for
growing
this
up.
shit. This is growing up.
Yeah, this is growing up. So Thank you guys for listening. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Yeah, shoot us texts, send us photos, leave us voicemails. We'll
Mhm.
discuss everything. We'll play your voicemails. If you want to be anonymous, you can. If you want to have a code name, we'll fucking use it.
Yeah, if you want to be anonymous, use a code name.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. They do both of them. If you want to be anonymous with a code name, cool. But if you want to be like, hey, my name's John, and it's actually John, then we'll say John.
Yeah. Well, we might give you a nickname like Te Guido.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Depending on
yeah, depends on the situation.
Yeah.
You might get a nickname from us.
And that's a special thing.
Yeah. Feel free to leave us comments on the YouTube videos, as you saw that we were, or heard that we were doing old Ian from Scotland, leaving us some comments. Thanks again, buddy. At Pizza Bagels Pod at
gmail.com
for the emails, and it's the handle for all the social medias:
Yes.
Spotify, Apple, TikTok, Instagram. You can go there and check out some fun vids and what have yous.
Yes.
Other than that, we do have a small announcement here. A small, big announcement, I guess.
You want to do the announcement now?
I think so.
Okay.
So I know most of you have been probably wondering where the bagel has been in the last handful of episodes.
Yeah.
He is going to be on a hiatus until further notice. So we're sad.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
The show must go on. So we're still going to be here to entertain you and then wait for the day that the bagel may be back. So in the meantime, we'll have plenty of guests on, new fun videos, cool setup.
And if not, you're stuck with me.
Yeah, that's also true. So any questions about that? Well, that's all you're going to get.
Yeah, we'll fill you in more if we want to.
Yeah, with whatever else may come through, we can update you.
Get an update from them.
Yeah. So if you were a bagel fan and hated the pizza and Tomboi, well, I guess this could be your final episode if you don't want to listen to us anymore. But if you hated the bagel, I guess that's good news for you.
Yeah, or loved us after listening to us while loving the bagel, you know.
I didn't get any of that.
Like, if you tuned in because you're friends with the bagel and then fell in love with us, keep going.
Perfect. Yeah, keep listening. We love all of you guys.
We'll tell bagel stories every once in a while.
You will still have bagel stories, so hopefully he'll be back soon, or we'll still be in touch and get him in and out of here maybe. I guess besides that,
that's it.
Thanks for listening. 440-363.
0121.
Nice. Bye, guys.
Bye.